Değerli velilerimiz ve sayın idarecilerim, 4A sınıfımızın Snow White isimli gösterimize hoş geldiniz. Sizler için öğrencilerimiz tüm yıl çok çalıştılar. Sizler eminim ki oyunumuzu çok beğeneceksiniz. Bizler çok heyecanlıyız. Şimdiden size iyi seyirler diliyorum.
Once upon a time, a king and a queen ruled over a distant land. One winter day, the queen was doing needlework while looking through the window. Even when a bird flew distracting the queen, she pricked her finger. A single drop of blood fell on the snow outside her window. As she looked at the blood on the snow, she said,
"Oh, how I wish I had a daughter that her skin as white as snow, lip as red as straw, and hair as black as crow."
The queen got her wish when she gave birth to a baby girl who had skin white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as crow. They named her Snow White. But sadly, the queen died. Soon after, the king married a new woman who was beautiful but proud and cruel. She had studied dark magic and owned a magic mirror of which she would daily ask,
"Mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of them all? You, my queen, are the most beautiful of them all."
This pleased the queen. She knew that her magical mirror could only speak the truth. One morning, the queen asked again,
"Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of them all? You, my queen, are the most beautiful. It's true, but Snow White is even more beautiful than you."
The queen was angry. She wanted to break the mirror, and she ordered a huntsman to take the Snow White into the woods and be killed.
Husband, go to first, take the girl and kill her. And as a proof, bring me her heart. Ha ha ha!
Yes, my queen, I will do as you wish.
Hunter, worried and confused, calls his best friend the royal guard.
Royal guard, where are you? Come here at once. I am here, my friends. What happened? Something memorable happened. The queen has ordered me to kill the princess. What will you do? Will you kill her? I don't know. I can't. I won't, but I must. I wish you luck. I am sure you will make the right decision.
The poor huntsman took Snow White into the forest. But he could not kill her.
Snow White, I cannot do this. You have escaped. Go, run, run. Thank you, Goodman. I will always be grateful for what you have done.
The huntsman looked for a deer. He looked and he looked. Finally, he saw a deer. And he killed it. He took the heart and he brought it to the queen.
Here, my queen, I did as you told me. Take your heart.
Ha ha ha! Now I am the most beautiful of them all.
The huntsman went into the garden and met with the royal guard.
What did you do? Did you kill her? No, I could not kill her. She is too sweet and too innocent. I think you made the right decision. The queen is mean and cruel.
Meanwhile, Snow White was at the forest.
Oh, I'm all alone in a great forest. I don't know what to do.
She saw three villagers talking with each other and working.
It's very cold today. We should go home soon. Yes, we got the outfit for a week now. It's time to go home. Let's pick up.
Snow White comes out of the dark and approaches the villagers.
Who are you, darling? What are you doing in this dark forest?
I'm just a girl. I'm lost. Can you tell me where the castle is?
Why are you looking for your castle, stranger?
You should not be on this forest. Come with us. We will take you to our home.
She was afraid, so she began to run. She ran and she ran. And she ran and she ran. Finally, just as evening was about to fall, she saw a little house and went inside.
Oh, this house is so beautiful. Everything is so small and clean.
The table was set and there was food on the table.
I'm so hungry. I will eat a few vegetables and a little from each little plate. From each cup, I will drink a bit of milk.
Since she was so tired, she lay down in one of the little beds and fell asleep. After dark, they were the 7 dwarfs who mined gold in the mountains. As soon as they arrived home, they saw that someone had been there.
Who has been stealing my chair? Who has been eating food on my plate? Who has been eating my brain? Who has been eating my vegetables? Who has been eating with my fork? Who's stealing for my cup?
But the 7th one, looking at his bed, found Snow White lying there asleep.
Oh, here, come quick!
7 dwarfs all came running up, and they cried out with amazement.
Oh, good heaven, this child is beautiful!
They did not wake her up. They let her sleep until the morning. Next morning, Snow White woke up, and when she saw the 7 dwarfs, she was frightened.
Oh no! Don't be afraid, Oz. What's your name? My name's Snow White. How did you find your way to our house? My stepmother tried to kill me. Then the huntsman let me free. And that's why I had to run entirely the shore. Finally, I got to your house.
The dwarfs spoke with each other. And finally said,
If you will keep the house for us and cook, make bags, wash, cement, knit, and keep everything clean and running, then can stay with us. And you shall everything that now? Yes, with all my heart.
So Snow White lived happily after with the dwarfs. Every morning they went into the mountains looking for gold, and in the evening they came back home, and Snow White had their meals ready, and the house cleaned. Meanwhile, at the palace,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of them all? You might think I'm the most beautiful, it's true, but Snow White, beyond the mountains, with the 7 dwarfs, is still 1,000 times more beautiful than you. Oh, now I understand. This house will deceive me. I have to think of something.
the queen immediately called the royal guard into her room.
Royal Guard, come here, now!
Yes, my king. How can I help you?
Where's Hunter?
I didn't see him anywhere. I think he ran away, my queen.
Stepmother called the bad witch into the castle to plan her evil meal.
My queen, I'm here as you wish. How can I assist you?
Snow White is still alive. I need to make a spell to kill her.
I will make the apple shiny as a diamond and tasty as a honey. She can resist my magic apples. Ha ha ha!
Okay, go and make it.
I will make the apple take it to Snow White. I will make her eat the apple. You can trust me, my queen.
From the outside, the apple was beautiful and shiny, but anyone who might eat a little piece of it would die.
Now I will go to the dwarf's house.
They traveled to the dwarf's house. And she knocked on the door.
I must not let anyone in. Would you like to taste one of my sweet apples? No, I cannot accept from strangers. Are you afraid of poison? Look, I will cut the apple into you eat half and I eat the other half.
But only one half of the apple was poisoned.
Well, all right, I see that you're part of it, so give me the other half.
She barely had a bite in her mouth and she fell to the ground dead.
Ha ha ha! The brush shall never awaken you. Goodbye, Snow White. Ha ha ha!
The witch runs back to the castle to tell stepmother what happened. Stepmother looks in the mirror and asks,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the most beautiful of them all?
You, my queen, are the most beautiful of all.
when did, pardon, the wound? When the dwarfs came home that evening, they found Snow White lying on the ground.
Snow White, wake up! What happened to you? She is not breathing at all. She is dead.
They lifted her up and looked at her for a long time.
Snow White, where's our doctor, please?
But nothing helped. She was dead. They laid her on the straw of beds, and all 7 dwarfs sat next to her and cried for 3 days. They were going to bury her, but she still looked as fresh as a living person, and still had her beautiful red cheeks.
Let's bury in the black earth. Let's make a certain telescopic so we can see her from all.
And they did it. They put her inside the coffin.
We have to place the coffin outside on a mountain, and one of us will always stay with it and watch over her. Yes, we will do that!
Carry her. One day, the prince entered the woods. He saw the coffin on the mountain with the beautiful Snow White in it.
I will give you anything you want for it. We will not sell it for all the gold in the world. Then give it to me. I can't live without her.
The good dwarfs felt sorry for him and gave him the coffin.
Take good care of her. We will always love her. I will. She will be my precious treasure.
The prince had the servants carry the coffin on their shoulders. Then it happened. They dropped her. However, this dislodged something from Snow White's throat, and the piece of poison apple came out. She opened her eyes, lifted the lid from the coffin, and sat up. She was live again.
Where am I? You're with me. I love you. Come with me from my father's castle. You're being my wife.
At that moment, Snow White fell in love with him. Their wedding was planned with great splendor and majesty. Snow White's wicked stepmother was invited to the wedding, but before leaving her castle, she asked the mirror,
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful of them all?
You, my girl, are the most beautiful, it's true. But the young queen is 1,000 times more beautiful than you.
she breaks the meter.
I have seen that for myself.
When she arrived at the wedding, she saw Snow White.
No, you're dead. You're dead.
Take this woman away from the slum.
Yes, please. Where should we take her?
Perhaps we can take her to Swampland.
But Swampland. Oh no. That is a wicked idea.
Alright. We can just take her to the village with Snow White back. Great idea. We will teach her a good lesson.
And no one ever saw the queen again. The Snow White and the prince lived happily ever after.